Feed me chicken.
Before this video even gets started, let it be known that I have stolen footage from other YouTubers surrounding the Nottingham event. I did not take any photos, I did not take any video, so those that did, I will be stealing from. Thought I'd just let you know in advance. And there's cluck all you can do about it, unless you want to say hello to my little friend. On the day of the Nottingham expo, we were chaperoned by Retro UK. As you saw just there, Marathon Gaming was in the back. I, of course, am filming all this footage for authenticity. We're running a bit late, as you can see. Retro's car has a fucking machine gun on the front. So anybody that was there delaying us to the Nottingham expo got shot the fuck up. When we arrived, we were greeted at the event by It's Much More, a co-founder of this event. He greeted us with a smile and an itinerary for what was happening centre stage throughout the day, and personally I felt this was a really good touch. After being greeted and make your way through the doors with your wristband on, as you can see from this footage, the rooms, the building is absolutely massive. Such a big upgrade from the last one, and it needed it. The last one was ample size, I suppose, for how many they expected, but I'm so grateful that they took all the advice on board. As you can see, the room centre stage is huge, so those who did the tournaments, those who did the talking to from developers and whatever else was going on at the time, they had plenty of room for people to sit down, and yet you had even more room for people to be moving around everything that was everywhere else. If you came out of the main room, as you may have seen earlier, they had a donut stand, cleverly labelled Donuts. You had like beside that, there was another area where there was some charity stalls there. You had some gaming stuff. This bit here that you're watching here is insane. They're crazy. I cannot believe they're playing Guitar Hero on super expert mode on a tiny screen. Insane. Lovely bar area. You could drink alcohol, which you couldn't do last time. And yeah, just around the outside was all developers for like new Dreamcast games. You had retro games that you could play. Such a variety of things to see, such a variety of things to purchase. Just a variety. And like I said, it's clear that the co-founders took all of the advice on board, and what they came out with this time round is phenomenal. Really did a great job. And yeah, it was just you had loads of room to interact with people. You could hear yourself talk. You had the time to think. You didn't have to feel like you were being barged that way if you wanted to get somewhere. Everyone was busy, but it didn't feel busy. That probably doesn't make no sense whatsoever, but it is what it is. All this stuff around the outside, people were there. I don't think there was ever an empty seat around the outside. I say you had retro consoles, you had your 8-bit computers, you had competitions going on as well. And then inside, you had those who wanted to stall out. So you had those who were selling, as you can see, VHSs, or they were selling computer games, selling key rings, selling whatever was related to mainly gaming. And I gotta admit, I spent quite a bit, even though I was trying to pace myself. It really didn't work. So that gives you an idea, hopefully, through these clips from everybody else's videos of what the event kind of looks like. And I can only see it expanding even further. Upon arrival at the Nottingham Gaming Expo, there was a reunion. Yes, loads of us who met up for the first time at the last Nottingham event. Oh, we just hit it off from where we last left it. So you got lots of test logic. You've got Notts Gamer. You've got 16 bits and bobs. You've got Goldtooth Gaming. And then you've got the addition of Rampage Talk to the mix, who unfortunately had COVID last time. The footage you're seeing is the Street Fighter tournament held by 16 bits and bobs and Rampage Talk, and as you saw, I lost to Test Logically Blonde in the very first round. The Street Fighter tournament was a well hosted event. Well done to Rampage Talk and to 16 bits and bobs. As Goldtooth alluded to in one of his videos, the mics weren't fantastic. What you got to bear in mind is that that's like the only downside really of the whole event. But you're lucky in the fact that both the hosts there, they're charismatic people, they didn't need microphones, they were loud, and they got the job done. There were a few rounds in that Street Fighter tournament where the Rampage Talk would be the devil that he is and pull out some devil's tricks in which they would change the complexion of the match. There were two epic bouts. One involved Goldtooth Gaming and the other involved Nox Gamer. Oh, they were absolutely phenomenal. But every match was fun. Everyone had a laugh. Once the Street Fighter tournament had ended, I finally got to face off against the Rampage Talk. And before I show you exactly what happened, this still image reminded me of this. So rather than Street Fighter, it reminded me of Tekken. It reminded me of Law versus P-Jack. Sadly, I couldn't find a picture of Law in his white gi or P-Jack from Tekken 2 or 3. So this is the best picture I got, but this is kind of what it reminded me of as we squared off. Let's face it, it went down exactly how you would expect.
Chicken attack. What you are back before it face to black. Say my love pound, let's pass them can on chicken ass. Go chicken go. Go chicken go. Now gonna fly. You on the sky.
Me being victorious against the man who claims he's from heaven. He had no bottle for what I had. I mean, look at the size difference. I was always going to win. And even when he decides to use weapons against me or to clone himself as me, there's no one like me. Rampage Talk left defeated, girth between his legs. Or I could have just done that, picked him up and put him in my pocket. However, that would have been way too easy. Anyway, let's move on to the pickups that I picked up from the event.
So what I get at the Nottingham expo, I bought from two vendors. One of them being the legend that is Tutti UK. While I was there with Tutti UK, he definitely looked after me as he looked after everybody that came to his store. He was definitely making sure that everyone got what they wanted and he was as close to their budget as he could be. Kudos to you, sir. So what I get from Tutti UK? Well, the first thing I did was I did a retro bear. Saw something up Hound and bought it without reading the deal. And that's this game. Am I likely to play it? In all honesty, no. Because as you can probably see yourselves, which I didn't at the time, it is in fact a Japanese RPG. I can't read Japanese writing and I'm not really a fan of RPGs. So, but then again, Tutti saw the game and he just said, just take it. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. On to the two games I definitely looked at, definitely wanted to buy, and I am very happy to have them. The first game is on the Dreamcast and it is Toy Racer. I'm just looking forward to playing it. You've got 4 player options there. Again, I think it's just one of those fun fun games you just play for a few minutes and you enjoy it for what it is. Can't wait. But the game, so well priced, so happy to have this in my collection now, and that is SVC Chaos for the PlayStation 2. I think that's a great price, brilliant condition, and I couldn't be happier. Tutor UK, thank you very much. And right next door to Tutor UK was another gentleman who I understand travels with Tutor UK to these events. I don't know his name, and I didn't really interact with him in terms of just like having back and forth banter. I literally looked at the games, just talking to someone else at the time anyway, looking through the games. I just saw these games, they stuck out at me, and I'm like, they're coming with me. Can't complain with the prices either, so I'm happy. Do you know what I mean? Like, as long as you're happy, that's all that matters. So what games did we get? Right, we have Arcana Hearts 3, which is again another beat 'em up, and on the back is swords and guns and ass kicking nuns. Well, with a selling point like that, you cannot go wrong, can you? Nope, you can't. Now, I'll leave that one to last. I have one of these games. I actually did not know that this was a series of games, as daft as it sounds, but when I saw all of these there, I was like, right, well, I enjoyed the game that I've got, which is Calamity Trigger. So you know that the series is called BlazBlue. What other ones in the series did I get? Well, the first one I got, BlazBlue Continuum Shift. I have actually no idea what order these games go in, to be honest with you, but the art style's absolutely amazing. The characters are creative. It is actually a really good series. The next one I got is Continuum Shift Extended. So I think it's pretty much the same sort of road that Street Fighter seems to go down with Street Fighter, Street Fighter Extra, Street Fighter Ultra, Street Fighter Maximum, Street Fighter God knows what. But yeah, it was just basically the one before it with, I'm assuming, new characters. They are new characters, new stories, new modes, and Calamity Trigger Remastered. So it says on the back. So, happy days. And this one is sealed. Sealed! It won't be, but it is at the minute. There you go. BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma Extended. But while we're here, let's see if we can unseal it. Let's see how long it takes me to do it. Have we got those sand hourglasses turned around? Is the sand ticking down to see how long it takes me to unseal a sealed game? We're getting there, we are getting there, we are through. We are through, we are there, yes. We're there, done, unsealed. And it's mine. Yes, so, the buying from this vendor didn't stop. I have 2 PSP games to show. The first one is The Con. How you work The Con is up to you. Do I know much about this game? Nope. But, again, it's £3 for a game I don't know nothing about. Just sounds interesting to me. Let's con those people out of their hard-earned money and do it in a realm that's not going to harm anyone. Makes sense to me. And the last game I got was Grip Shift. Just a little bit of fun. Can't beat a bit of fun. So there you go. That's what I got from Nottingham. And I couldn't be happier. Walked away with a big old smile on my face.
You may be asking whether or not I have masked myself after the Street Fighter tournament and just blended in. And after all, last time I went to one of these events, I stayed with the mask on for 4 hours and couldn't see or hear fuck all. So yes, the mask came off and my second face was revealed. And the confusion on people's faces was hilarious. If you want to know more, you should go and ask Rampage Talk, because you've never seen him confused, and believe me, it was a picture. Anyway, that is the Nottingham event covered from me. Go back and see other people's videos, and I really look forward to the next time. So congratulations to the co-founders of the event, which is not VGE, and it's much more, and I'm really looking forward to the next one.